guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Tools. I just spent the past 2 hours picking up some weeds from the backyard and the front yard. I haven't mowed the front yard for the year 2025 spring, but it looks like it's starting to grow in a little. I don't really want to take a lawn tractor out here because it compacts the dirt, and that's my problem in the front, is that it always compacts the dirt. So it's really nice and moist right now. So I was thinking, maybe I should try using that thing. This thing's not so heavy, and it's also just a 30-incher. Problem is, I feel like the blades aren't spinning fast enough, which means that the tensioner arm is not being pulled to full capacity, you know, the end of it, with that PTO cable. I have to check it out some more. After looking it over some, everything seems to be pretty much in order, except for this part over here. PTO levers here. Look how jingly that is. I almost feel like you can tighten that 9/16 screw a little bit, right? And also if you look at here where the wire connects to this, it's kind of pointed down a little. So if I bend this tab upwards, that'll give it a little bit more tension. I'm going to tighten that bolt, bend that tab up. All right, so I tighten the bolt, push the tabs up. Let's see if it makes any difference. It feels kind of better. I'm going to try it on my lawn for the first time. So it's kind of ass, you know what I mean? Steering radius, turning radius is good, because these things, these riders, they're supposed to have good turning radiuses. Almost like a zero turn, but not really. Brakes could need adjusting, because when you step on the brake all the way, it does stop, but it still rolls a little. It squeaks when you turn the steering wheel, and it's kind of wobbly. The knob on the shifter is not even really attached. So it's kind of wobbly on there, and there's no threads. It's just popped on there. The throttle plate that I made is good, solid. However, there's no real difference between fast and slow. Like, it doesn't idle, like it's one speed. As you saw when I adjusted the PTO, it does make a difference now. Before, when I would engage the PTO, you would just slowly feel the blades kind of slowly turning and then moving faster. Now when you engage the PTO, it makes that noise, the catching of the belt, and it spins. So I think that adjustment fixed that. Other than that, I mean, it's okay, but you really couldn't even notice much difference in the grass cutting. I mean, I guess it's okay, right? You do notice that it is better, but I mean, I had to put it down to level 2, like almost to the lowest setting for you to notice any cutting. You know, grass has barely grown that much, so I guess that's why we don't really notice a difference. But how about the greenness of my lawn, huh? The Scott's 3-in-1 thicker that I put on there, I'm telling you, there's a big difference between the color of my lawn and the color of that lady's lawn. Big difference. Whether I see grass growing, that's another story. Also, I've got these cracks on the seat, which I should fix. And also, when it rains, this thing fills up like a pool. I want to see if I have an MTD cover that covers this. I'm going to try to figure out something for that, because look, you can just pull that off. There's a thread in there. The thread on this is gone. So I don't think that I can do much about it. Actually found one. This is the logo for MTD products, Mike Tango Delta. But it doesn't seem like it will fit. Doesn't. But I'm gonna make it fit. First off, it's this thing that's busted. The thread came off of that, broke. And this is deep enough where you can just shove some silicone in there and make it more stiff after it cures. Ugh. And I'm just going to seal this.
Henry, that's messy.
Well, would you rather have a pool of water in the steering wheel?
No, I guess not.
All right then, shut up.
Better than nothing, right?
There, now you catch on. Good as stock. So here's the squeaking. Terrible. Deep penetrating oil. Find where the shaft meets the gears. Flood it. See if it goes down in there, creeps along down there, stops the noise. Right, it will make it down there and coat whatever is squeaking. It's dripping down and coating it. Jesus Christ. Just gonna spray a bunch down there, see if it makes it in there somehow. Oop, I lost me straw. I'm gonna have to tilt this to the side. Because this is a rear engine rider, you can see where the rear wheels are and the front wheels, and in between there's a 30-inch deck. It doesn't protrude past the wheels. So you should be able to just turn it to its side easily.
Easily?
Ooh! Now you can get a better look down there. Everything just needs some lube is all. Oh, I see. It's the movement. Movement along here needs to be greased. Actually, grease would probably be better. What a mess. There's a rod here with gears on them. In case you guys didn't know or have ever seen, that's how the steering works. The rod or bar with gears on them. You turn that and the bar moves, and the scraping sound was metal on metal right there. I'm gonna grease that. Some tacky red. This is the 30-inch blade. While I'm down here, I guess I'll try to clean that up a little, sharpen it. And over here in the back, here's the transmission. If you want to call it a transmission, this thing is weenie. Weenie! Look at that engagement bar. It goes in there. Here's the brakes. So technically with the brakes, just turn this center one there about a quarter turn clockwise. That ought to tighten the brakes a little bit more. You can tell, look. That could be turned. And then the brakes would be fixed. Here's the crazy MTD transmission, CVT transmission, or variable they call it. Everything looks like it's in order. It's interesting to see back here. They do use pretty good belts on there. Look at that thick one over there. It's like a 5/8. The reason why they do that is because it is a bitch to change them if you broke it. So they use heavy duty belts so that at least you probably and hopefully won't have to change it. Deck does have the cleaning nozzle. Put a garden hose to it, turn it on, and it agitates the grass down there to clean the deck. Kind of interesting. Just hope that that voltage regulator never burns out. What a pain in the ass that is. RER 1000. RER 1000 from Craftsman. There's that bracket that I made. And it doesn't seem to control the carburetor throttle much. It's just fast or stop. Just gonna get a channel locks over here and turn this nut quarter turn clockwise, just to tighten it. Got some red and tacky grease to put on this. That ought to do it. Oh, like butter. Oh my goodness. Look at that, no squeaking, and it's so smooth now. Ooh, I'm gonna enjoy riding this now. Maybe I won't sell it. Of course I'm gonna sell it. What the fuck do I want this shit? Cleanage. This one was running a little rough after I had it on its side. After I ran it for a while, it cleared it out. Some oil probably leaked into the carb, smoking a bit. Now it's good though. This thing that I fixed, this thing's a beast. So I was gonna ATF this and clean it up more and paint it, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna get a lot for that damn thing anyway. It's rough. I'm just gonna sell it as is. $8.75. $8.75. I see people selling these things for $1,300 used. New is $2,000. It's ridiculous. Although now that I fixed the steering, it does kind of run pretty well. Turns really well. Doesn't make any squeaky sounds. Fixed! Yeah, that's it. Right? Right? People were wondering where you were. You've been around, right? Yeah. Yep, finally getting that out of the garage. I just had to button things up before I got it out of the garage. Got to pressure wash both of these things. Fix a lot of little things on that thing to make it better. This one's pretty reliable, actually, to be honest with you. Always starts, runs, mows. It's pretty reliable. I'm probably not going to get those prices for the amount of money that I'm charging, but I've got like 8 tractors. I haven't sold shit. My prices are too high. But you know what? I don't care. You're not going to get those prices if you don't set them that high. Maybe some nut will buy them. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so I can continue to give you small engine content like this one. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Ah, we don't gotta turn them up.
Oh, shit! Oh, that's great. I got that on video.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.